one person in the world who might be able to do something about this, and that's Hades.
Hades? He wouldn't do it. And I wouldn't risk it.
Actually, he might do it for me.
There's been a lot of talk lately about Descendants, Wicked Wonderland, and for good reason. It's the 5th movie in Disney's Descendants franchise, and it looks like it's going to take things in a brand new direction, while still holding on to some familiar faces. Production is already done, and the film is expected to hit our screens in 2026. What makes this installment even more interesting is how it picks up right after the events of Descendants, The Rise of Red, where Red and Chloe took a major risk by going back in time to change their parents' fates. Now, according to Entertainment Weekly, 4 major characters are set to return in Wicked Wonderland. Brandy and Paolo Montalban will once again step into their roles as Cinderella and King Charming. They'll be joined by Rita Ora as the Queen of Hearts and Melanie Paxton as the Fairy Godmother. And yes, Leonardo Nam is back too, playing Maddox Hatter, the son of the Mad Hatter. These returns give fans something familiar to hold on to, especially in a film that seems packed with fresh characters and new dynamics. So what does all this mean for the story in Wicked Wonderland? Well, it's clear that the consequences of Red and Chloe's time-traveling stunt are going to come to the surface. In the 4th film, Red's mother, the Queen of Hearts, tried to take over the kingdom and nearly beheaded Cinderella, even though they were childhood friends. Red and Chloe tried to prevent that disaster by traveling into the past to figure out where things went wrong. And while they succeeded in stopping the Queen before she turned fully evil, the story hinted that altering time might bring even more chaos. Bringing these core characters back makes sense, but this time, they're stepping into a world that's different from the one they left behind. As the story moves forward, it's not just about Red and Chloe trying to fix their timeline, it's also about them discovering how much has changed in the process. For instance, Red finds out she has a sister named Pink, played by Liamani Segura, which is a total surprise. It seems the timeline shift didn't just stop one major event, it rewrote a bunch of other things too. There's also a whole lineup of newcomers being introduced in Descendants 5, which shows just how much the world has expanded. The list includes Brendan Tremblay as Max, Maddox Hatter's son, Alexandro Bird as Luis, the son of Luisa Madrigal, Kiara Romero as Hazel Hook, Captain Hook's daughter, Joel Ouellette as Robbie, Robin Hood's son, and Xavier Garrett as Felix, the son of Dr. Facilier. It's a pretty packed cast, and that means Wicked Wonderland could be introducing an entirely new generation of Descendants characters to explore. Even though fans might be most excited to see their favorite characters return, it's hard to ignore how outnumbered they are by these fresh faces. Having Red, Chloe, the Queen of Hearts, Cinderella, King Charming, and the Fairy Godmother in the mix helps ground the story, but there's definitely a shift happening. The heart of this new film might lie in how the new and old characters come together, especially as Red begins to realize the real weight of what she's done and how much her mom's evil past truly impacted their world. At the moment, there's still no confirmation on whether Wicked Wonderland will feature more time travel like the last movie. So far, Ruby Rose Turner, who played the younger version of the Queen of Hearts, and Morgan Dudley, young Cinderella, haven't been confirmed for a return. If those characters are missing, it could mean this movie is staying rooted in the present rather than jumping across time again. But if they do make a surprise appearance, that could signal more flashbacks or another round of timeline twists. Interestingly, Disney recently gave fans a cheerful update through Instagram. The studio posted a behind-the-scenes video celebrating the end of filming. In the video, Kylie Cantrell and Malia Baker, who play Red and Chloe, show up as themselves before picking up the antique pocket watch used for time travel in the movie. When they touch it, they're magically transformed into their characters. Their reaction to learning that it's the last day of production is pretty heartfelt. They shout "no" in unison, which shows how connected they are to this journey. For fans, though, it's nothing but exciting news. Filming wrapped on schedule, so the 2026 release window seems solid. As for what Descendants 5 will actually be about, Disney is still keeping the full plot under wraps, but given the ending of the last movie and the new title, Wicked Wonderland, we can safely assume that Red and Chloe will be thrown into another magical adventure. Only this time, they'll be surrounded by even more descendants, each with their own backgrounds, motives, and maybe their own hidden agendas. It opens the door for a storyline that's less about just fixing mistakes and more about embracing the strange, unpredictable world their actions help create. The inclusion of characters like Robbie Hood, Felix Facilier, and the Smee twins, yes, Smee from Peter Pan, hints that we'll be meeting descendants from a wide range of Disney classics. The actors bringing them to life include Joel Lillette, Xavier Garrett, Brian McEwen, and Dayton Parody. That's in addition to newcomers like Segura, Pink, Tremblay, Max Hatter, Bird, Louise Madrigal, and Romero Hazel Hook. So it's clear Wicked Wonderland is doubling down on expanding its universe with descendants we haven't met before, characters who will no doubt bring their own flair to the mix. Behind the camera, the creative team is also shaping up well. The movie is being directed by Kimmy Gatewood and written by Tamara Chestnut, Dan Fry, and Rue Summer. These names suggest Disney is investing in talent that can bring both humor and heart to the story. And while we're still waiting for an official release date, fans can rest easy knowing the movie has already made it through filming, so it's just a matter of time before teasers and trailers start dropping. As the franchise continues to evolve, Descendants Wicked Wonderland feels like both a continuation and a fresh beginning. The movie builds off of what's come before, especially Red and Chloe's emotional arcs, but it also boldly adds new characters and challenges. Because of this, there's real potential for the series to branch off into even more spin-offs or character-specific stories down the road. Ultimately, Wicked Wonderland is shaping up to be more than just another fairy tale reimagining. It's becoming a story about consequences, legacy, and identity, about how changing the past might not fix everything and might even create new problems. But it also highlights how friendships, family, and courage can still make a difference, even in a world that's been twisted by magic. There's a lot to look forward to, whether you're excited to see returning characters like Cinderella and the Queen of Hearts, or you're curious about newcomers like Pink and Max Hatter. This next installment seems like it's going to be packed with action, emotion, and classic Disney charm with a wicked twist, of course. So now we wait. With production wrapped and the film slated for a 2026 release, there's bound to be more announcements, posters, and maybe even a trailer dropping in the near future. And if what we've seen so far is any indication, Descendants Wicked Wonderland might just end up being one of the most magical and unpredictable chapters yet. There are also some fun rumors swirling that Disney might surprise fans by bringing in unexpected characters from other classic movies. While nothing's confirmed yet, the idea of crossing over characters from different Disney worlds adds even more excitement to Wicked Wonderland. It would make perfect sense, especially since time travel and alternate timelines are already part of the story. Imagine seeing someone like Meg from Hercules or a grown-up Melody from The Little Mermaid 2 suddenly pop up. It would be a fun way to connect more of the Disney universe and give longtime fans a few jaw-dropping moments. And that's that for today's video. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one.